Okay, I hope y'all have enjoyed this journey through Cuba. Part of why I started out by sharing this journey is because it was in Cuba that I literally made a decision at that like Sunday weekly Afro-Cuban fest. I told my daughter we're going to Ghana. So in that video, you see her like ringing a bell, and part of like you're supposed to like envision and make a wish. And it's some writing there, but I don't read Spanish. I'm telling y'all what the man told me, so I don't know if that's what the writing say. Anyway, you make a wish, you ring the bell. My daughter rang the bell first, then I did it. And later she said, "Did you wish you could go to Ghana?" I said, "Oh no, I didn't even think about that. I should see if I can go back and ring it again." And then I said to her, "You know what? I don't know how, but we're going to Ghana." That was like the turning point moment for me after being in this beautiful country, after being received the way that we were, after learning so much about their history, their culture, how the new generation sees their identity, how they're getting access to information that they did not have before, and what it means for them, but also our connection and our connection throughout the diaspora. You know, a lot of times you think about Black people as this monolith, and we're not. And so it was in Cuba that I knew we would go to Ghana. So I felt like I needed to start the journey there. The other thing I would say about Cuba is I 100% felt safe, that language was not a barrier, that it did require additional planning because there are so many factors like not having internet, not being able to like just call people, not being able to use your credit cards. But I think that's what I liked, because I was able to totally disconnect. And when I say people could not get in touch with me, like they could not get in touch. Like my cousins literally were like calling people on the excursions that they knew I had been on, because I gave people my itinerary, because my location wasn't updating. My location wasn't updating because maybe there was no service. But I think it's also important to share, because people have negative connotations or negative thoughts about Cuba. When I got back, I had the worst experience in customs. And it was from a Black man. And he was basically like berating me about why I would go to Cuba. And we just had this beautiful experience. We just had this experience that felt like we were connecting to a part of our culture, our history. And to have someone react in that way was like, wow, he has no idea. So yeah, if you are going to Cuba, if you've been to Cuba, if you want to go back to Cuba, do it. It is a beautiful country with beautiful people. I felt 100% safe. It is super affordable once you get there. And the food was great. All right, next up is Ghana.